If you are watching this on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe. And if you're here with me live on Twitch, spam us up to YouTube. This is the Cars Conspiracy by Alex Bell. Let's get into it, gang.
Do you really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
So, Cars is a weird franchise. The world in the Cars movies is like ours, except for the small
They're all
detail
cars.
that everything is cars instead of humans. Which is a very weird premise for a movie franchise, and it only gets weirder the more you think about it.
You know something I was always confused about when I was playing, when I was like watching Cars and shit, and I played the games too. The games are fucking fire. The games are fire. Put my chain. Fucking thing. I hate Sean Jordan. How the fuck did they eat? How the fuck did they eat? They don't have hands. I guess they're tires, but like, and you know something weird too? They didn't have axles. Like, watch this shit.
Which is a very weird premise.
He doesn't have axles on his fucking thing. All right, yeah.
For a movie franchise, and it only gets weirder the more you think about it. Here are just a few things that everyone always loves to bring up. In Cars 2, we see a car pope riding in a
This was crazy, yeah.
Pope-mobile. So Catholicism exists in this universe, which implies there was a Jesus Chrysler who died for our car sins.
Jesus Chrysler.
There is a Cars TSA, which implies Cars 9/11 probably happened.
Wow.
There is a World War II Army veteran car, so this universe also probably had Car Hitler and every other historical figure and tragedy. Now, there has already been endless discussion about these movies, and the question that everyone loves to ask the most is, what exactly are cars? Because how can cars exist without humans? Everything about the way they look has clearly been specifically designed by and for humans. I mean, what purpose do these tiny little door handles have in sentient car world? So, because of this, a lot of people like to believe that Cars takes place in some kind of post-apocalypse after all the humans died out.
Oh,
maybe
shit,
there was
like
an
Bikini
AI
Bottom,
smart
like
car
SpongeBob?
uprising, or maybe somehow the humans became their cars, or whatever. And for years, people have debated this, and no one can agree on what the cars actually are. Not even the creators, who all have conflicting things to say about this franchise. But I think the answer is actually pretty obvious. Everything is cars. And when I say
going off on a tangent, gang. So they have junkyards in this game. I keep saying game. I played the Cars game. I gotta fucking differentiate. They have junkyards in the Cars universe. Let's say that. They have junkyards in the Cars universe. So are all the cars in a junkyard dead cars, like the deceased cars? So like, what's this nigga's name? Doc? Is Doc in a junkyard right now?
Everything. I mean everything. The animals in this universe are cars. The plants are cars. Literally, the mountains and clouds are car or vehicle shaped. This is not a world where just humans were replaced by cars. This is a world where everything, even the physical world itself, is car shaped. We can even see a periodic table for just a few seconds in the background of Cars 2 that's been renamed to the Automotive Table of Elements. And it's unfortunately too small and blurry to read, but there is a full-size version of this poster in Disney California's Cars-themed area that seems to show us that even the elements themselves have been renamed to car puns.
What? Carbon instead. Holy shit, bro.
Have been renamed to car puns. And I like to think that this implies that even on an atomic level, the elements themselves that make up this universe are also car-shaped. So no, I do not believe that humans ever existed in this world. This is just an alternate reality where things are car-shaped. And I think there are two possible explanations as to why.
Okay.
You can either take a carvolutionist perspective and assume this is a universe where the car shape just happens to be the most efficient shape for survival and entropy, kind of like how we can see the golden ratio spiral everywhere in our world, or like how different animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass.
Always interesting.
Or we can take a carrationism perspective and assume there is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. We do know there is religion in this world, and there has been mentions of a manufacturer in place of the word god.
Thank the manufacturer, you're alive!
So, you know, maybe Car God did it. So that is my Alex Bale take on all of these Cars theories.
This
I
picture
am
is
sorry if that's not as fun or
I'm
dark
about to
and
ruin my
edgy
whole
as a
childhood game
post-apocalyptic human theory, but I think it's undeniably what the actual movies themselves support. Now that basically covers all the stuff that everyone loves talking about with the Cars movies. But the real reason I'm making this video is because there's still something that most Cars theories never talk about. Something that most theorists just pretend doesn't exist because it makes the weird and convoluted Cars franchise look tame in comparison. Yes, that is correct. This is no longer a Cars theory video. This is a theory about Mater's tall tales.
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
So, Cars is a weird franchise, but the weirdness is kind of contained to the fact that they are sentient cars. Other than that, they're just kind of normal people doing normal things. Except for when it comes to Mater.
My name's
He was
Mater.
always weird.
Yeah, like Tomater, but without the
Mater?
Mater is Lightning McQueen's best friend, and he's kind of a dumb, lovable tow truck who was born in Radiator Springs. Or I guess maybe in a mansion. They kind of retconned it in the new Disney Plus show. And he's just a pretty normal, simple guy.
He won 3 piston cups.
He did what in his cup?
Except for the fact that he keeps accidentally ending up in weird, impossible situations. Like how in Cars 2, he accidentally became an international spy for the entire movie.
Agent.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
talking
mean
about.
like
When they were like in
insurance
Europe and
agent?
shit on tour.
Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
And then got knighted by the Queen.
Sarto Mater.
And if you thought Cars 2 was a weird departure for the Cars franchise, well then prepare yourself for the insanity that is Mater's Tall Tales.
I used to be a fire truck.
What?
Daggum right.
Someone call Rescue Squad Mater!
Oh, these were
These
their
were-
short tail. He was about to say it. These were their short stories that they made. And I know they're on YouTube, but this was a show.
Series of shorts that featured Mater telling Lightning McQueen different convoluted stories from his life, like the time he became a fire truck, or a wrestler, or an astronaut, or when he met aliens, or literally time traveled.
Later, Mater. Later, Mater.
And this is one of the main reasons I keep saying car game, this game, because I remember all of these things were created into a game.
And obviously, you'd assume that these are all just made-up stories because they're called tall tales, but at the end of every episode, they're always proven to be true.
That did not happen. Houston has another problem. Roger. That did not happen.
Mater, there's no such thing as time travel.
Oh, by the way, I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley.
And that's how you make history.
Okay, but maybe these are just weird, non-canon shorts. They aren't necessarily connected to the main
Bro,
Cars
these
movies
shows
that
always
we
have something
care
weird
about,
to them.
right? Well, in Cars
Especially
3,
SpongeBob.
we can see a poster that proves that Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creators had a chance to distance themselves from Mater's Tall Tales and instead decided to double down and make them officially canon. But the most confusing thing that happens in all of these shorts is halfway through every episode when Lightning McQueen questions the stories.
Jumping Carburetor Canyon? No way.
Guess what? You remember. You was there too.
What?
Ready, buddy?
You really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Mater reveals that Lightning was also in all of these stories, despite him having no memory of being there.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too.
What?
But remember, we know these stories are true, so why doesn't McQueen remember? Well, there is a funny theory that Lightning McQueen might have dementia from all of his many, many accidents.
No, 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 no! Ow!
And that does feel like the easiest explanation, but
Yeah.
there's one small detail that contradicts it. In
What's that?
Moon Mater, Mater becomes an astronaut and goes to the moon.
I have a problem. He needs a tow.
Where on earth are we gonna get a tow?
Well, that guy's got a tow.
And later, we of course reveal that Lightning McQueen was there too.
No way.
Yes, way, but that was nothing compared to you.
But there's a very strange detail at the start of this episode
Oh, really?
that doesn't quite make sense. Before Mater gets his astronaut suit, why
He was
is
blue.
he blue? Now, this isn't the first time we've seen Blue Mater. In Cars 1, there was a brief flashback that showed Radiator Springs in its prime, and we could see that back then,
'Cause he
Mater was a
rusted.
clean blue tow
Yeah.
truck.
Long ago.
So, this Moon Mater story must have taken place around that time. But this doesn't
That
make
doesn't add up
sense
because fucking
Lightning McQueen
McQueen was
only
there.
met Mater after he was covered in years worth of dirt and old dents.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty! Boy, I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
He never knew Mater when he was blue, so how could he have possibly been in this story? So even if Lightning forgot, the timeline
Mater was blue.
still doesn't make sense. And it's not like they even needed to make Mater blue in this short. The creators put in extra effort here just to make their story make less sense, but why? And it's not even just Lightning that doesn't remember this. In Cars 1, Mater says this about a road Lightning made.
It's like it was paved by angels.
Oh, I tell you what, I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth.
I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth. But wait, at this point, hasn't Mater already been to the moon? Isn't I bet kind of a weird thing to say if Mater should know for a fact whether or not the moon is this smooth? It seems like even Mater himself had no memory of this story. A story that is proven to be true at the end of the episode.
That did not happen. Vader! Houston has another problem. Roger.
So, how does any of this make sense? It's almost like these stories only become true after Mater tells them, which kind of implies that
Mater was really warping God powers. Has reality warping God powers.
look at the way Lightning reacts when we reveal he's also in the stories.
Well, don't you remember you was there too?
What?
You was there too.
What?
That was nothing compared to you.
It's not like he'd been there the whole time, it's more like he was literally plucked from time and space and teleported into this story at this exact moment, just because Mater said the words, "You was there too."
You was there too.
And then there's also the fact that even though these stories presumably take place many years ago
In the
in many
past.
different places, every single
time travel
as
is
soon
real.
as Mater finishes telling them, something from the story coincidentally appears right next to them.
Did so?
Did not.
Hello, Doctor.
That did not happen. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Again, it's like the mere act of Mater telling the story is what causes it to happen, which implies that somehow Tow Mater, the simple Radiator Springs tow truck,
He's
has
Usopp.
the god-level ability
He's
to change
Usopp.
reality just by speaking.
He's
Yep,
Usopp.
Storm
He's Usopp from One Piece, King. Anything he says is going to happen. It will happen. Like my boy will get Conqueror's hockey and fucking Elbaf. The story's not over. The story's not over. A Sniper Island? That's a real place. Sniper Island's a real place. My boy will be a future emperor of the sea. It's bound to fucking happen, gang. He's Usopp, bro. Everything he says will happen, bro.
Wait.
No way. Look at the sky.
You was there too.
Listen, I know this idea sounds really stupid and crazy, but if we look back through the entire Cars franchise with this in mind, suddenly, a lot of the weird inconsistencies in this dumb franchise
He's gonna go to the
make
game.
a lot more sense. Let's start with something small like Mater's birthplace changing. Originally, we were shown that he was born in Radiator Springs.
You've
But he
never
was
been
born in a
outside
mansion.
Radiator Springs, have you?
Nope.
But in the new Disney Plus show, Cars on the Road, we are told that he was instead born in a rich family and grew up in a mansion on the east side of America.
You grew up here? Yep.
But let's go back and take a look at the first time everyone in Radiator Springs learned about this.
I'd say Mater's been holding out on
Mater is a complicated guy.
Mamma mia. Mater has a sister?
Boggles the mind, man.
No, non ci posso credere.
Mater clearly just told them the story about his family and where he grew up. A story that nobody knew about before,
Wait a minute. You have a sister?
but now is suddenly proven true.
You grew up here? Yep.
Just like Mater's tall tales. I think this continuity error was caused by Mater's reality warping powers.
He was there
In the first Cars movie, we can see a
Task
photo
Force
of
D&D.
Conehenge, which is the Cars World's
Or
version
Stonehenge.
of Stonehenge. But later, in Cars on the Road, we see it's now been changed to Carhenge.
The sign said, don't touch!
So, why is this structure so inconsistent? Well, why did McQueen and Mater go to Carhenge in the first place?
Look, you picked the last 3 stops. Carhenge.
Anyway.
Because it was Mater's idea.
You picked the last 3 stops.
He probably previously told Lightning about Carhenge, which caused it to change. Okay, but these are just little inconsistencies. What about something big? How about the fact that the Cars franchise, a pretty simple series about cars racing each other, suddenly decided to make an entire movie about the funny side character becoming an international spy?
Mater, we've got to
This
get
was
that
always
bomb.
weird to me.
Mom, you. Why didn't my death ray kill you?
Death Ray! Doesn't that sound more like the plot of a Mater's Tall Tale? Well, actually, take a look at what happens at the end of the movie when we cut back to Radiator Springs.
So there we was, guns drawn. We was goners. But then, out of nowhere, this beautiful spy car swoops in from the sky to save me.
That's a very entertaining story, young man.
Oh, Minnie, please, come on. None of this happened.
No, you're quite right. It does sound a bit far-fetched.
This is Holly Shiftwell.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
Cars 2 was a Mater's Tall Tale. It follows the exact same formula.
That did not happen.
See you later.
Come on. None of this happened.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
And it all happened just because Mater spoke it into existence. This theory literally makes the insanity of Cars 2 make more sense.
You mean like insurance ain't? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
This dumb State Farm joke also makes so much more sense now because Mater has the exact same powers from those State Farm commercials.
No fucking way.
Like a good neighbor,
No fucking
State
way.
Farm is there.
Hey, Dave.
With a sandwich.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
And the girl
I didn't
from
realize
4E. And can I get a hot tub?
Well, don't you remember? You was there too?
What?
Mater is unironically the most powerful character in all of fiction. He could literally beat anyone in a fight just by uttering the words, "You
No way
was
he's
there
beating
too."
one punch.
And I believe that he has been secretly manipulating the events
This
of
nigga's domain expansion is you were there too. This nigga's domain
this
expansion. was you
entire
were there, too.
franchise for his own benefit. Now, I don't really have any strong evidence to prove this, but to me, the start of the first Cars movie also kind of feels like another Tall Tale.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Is this 3? Oh no, Cars 2. Okay.
Wake up.
Take whatever you want. Just don't hurt me.
A famous race car just happens to accidentally get stuck in the same town as Mater, and they become best friends for life, and he
Oh, okay,
decides
okay,
to
yeah,
never
yeah.
leave because Mater is just so cool.
My best friend, what are you gonna do?
That just kind of sounds like something Mater would make up to manifest a cool, famous best friend.
I knowed I made a good choice.
This nigga's not real?
My best friend.
Also, the way that lightning gets stuck in Radiator Springs requires so many insane, unlikely coincidences that all have to happen perfectly at the same time that it kind of feels like it was caused by some kind of divine intervention. Both Lightning and his transport truck Mac needed to fall asleep at this exact part of the interstate, and also at the same time, these random hooligans needed to show up and decide to mess with Mac.
Yo, Wingo! Lane change, man!
And also, this Lightning McQueen toy needed to fall at the right time and land on this specific button that opens the back of the truck. And also, this guy needed to sneeze at this exact moment to cause Lightning to fall out of the truck. And also, there needed to be a similar looking red truck nearby to confuse Lightning into driving towards Radiator Springs.
Mac! Mac! You're not Mac!
And also, this cop needed to be here, and his engine needed to be backfiring, which caused Lightning to think that he was being shot at.
He's shooting at me! Why is he shooting at me?
Which caused him to drive uncontrollably into Radiator Springs and wreck the town. Which finally caused them to imprison Lightning in the town with Mater.
You was there too.
What?
Every single one of those insane coincidences needed to
this nigga
happen
said he
at that
wanted a
exact
friend.
moment for Lightning McQueen to meet Mater and become his best friend. Which honestly makes more sense if it was all somehow actually divine intervention from Mater.
I knowed I made a good choice.
And what?
My best friend.
You was there too.
Now, how did Mater obtain this god power? I honestly do not know. And believe me, I have looked everywhere in every piece of Cars media for an explanation. I even read the fucking comic books, but unfortunately, there is nothing.
I didn't even know they had
Mater
comic
just
books.
has this ability to change reality for some unexplained reason, and he is using it to live his best life and go on fun adventures with his best friend, Lightning McQueen.
Manifestation. Mater, you know, bro, Mater's just manifesting the reality that he wants, gang. That's all it is, bro. He's Usopp.
Would you like to come and see the world with me?
You mean it?
And you know what? Good for him. We can even see in the Cars 2 credits that after the movie, they travel the weird car-shaped world together and visit all the great car wonders of the world. And of course, they climb the iconic weird car-shaped mountains of this weird franchise. And that is my Cars theory. So thank you very much for watching. Wait a second. Is this world's Matterhorn shaped like Mater? And yeah, look, it's even been renamed to be spelled like him. Wait a second. There is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. Wait, is Mater the reason why everything is cars? Is Mater just straight up God?
Mater's God.
So, in the Cars franchise, everything is cars. Except, there is one contradiction to that shows up repeatedly in almost every piece of Cars media. The Dinoco logo. Dinoco is one of the racing
Get the fuck out of here.
brands that shows up all the time in this franchise, and their logo is a silhouette of a big dinosaur. But it's not the dino cars that we've seen in museums, it's literally just a regular non-car shaped dinosaur. It's a weird contradiction.
Kira! What's up, dude? We're learning how Mater is God. He's God.
The everything is car rule that pops up all over this franchise. Now, if there is some kind of car god that shaped the world into cars, why would he be so inconsistent with dinosaurs? It's a strange thing.
Pretty good, bro. Pretty good.
It's almost like whoever created this world didn't know
how
much.
this nigga Mater in Cars is like the most powerful being in the world. And frankly, if you ask me, if you ask me, this nigga is just like Usopp, bro. He can just manifest whatever the fuck he wants. And I mean, good for him, gang.
About dinosaurs. Huh. Does that remind you of anyone?
I don't know much about these dino things. What happened to the dinosaurs now? I don't know much about these dino things.
Because he said they didn't exist.
Well, dadgum, McQueen boy, I tell you what, I sure do like me some cars. Wouldn't it be fun if everything was cars? I don't know about that, Mater. That doesn't really make any sense. Well, shoot, you should know, McQueen. You was there too. What?
This nigga's Mater's God. I mean, when you think about it, gang, this nigga's basically Usopp, bro. Usopp, if he says anything, and you know I'm a One Piece fan, my nigga. Gotta love the One Piece gang. Shout out to One Piece, bro.
If you like that video, please like and subscribe for more content. Also, make sure to turn on your notification bell to know when the next time I drop. And while you're here, I mean, you might as well just watch the other video right here, gang. This one. Right here. This one, you know. Click it. It might be funny. You might like it. Click it. Click it. Click the fucking video so I can end this, gang.